Welcome back, my friends, to the show that never ends. This is not going to be a Grateful Dead video. This is not going to be one. This is going to be about Led Zeppelin. It's a contest. It was started by our good friend Steve at All the World's a Stage. Let me plug up my camera. Steve at All the World's a Stage hit 500 subs. And that's awesome. Congratulations. He deserves like way more than that. This contest is going to be around Led Zeppelin. Also, he wants to work in the 500 number using Led Zeppelin. And I'm going to start with that. And the Led Zeppelin thing he wants us to do is show our favorite Zepp albums, our very favorite Led Zeppelin albums in order, the 8 proper studio albums. And he hit 500 subs, so he wants us to use the number 500 using Led Zeppelin. Led Zeppelin had 8 proper studio albums. 4 members. 4 times 8 is 32. Their debut album came out 54 years ago as of the year 2023, right? So, 54 plus that 32 is 86. 86 times the original 4 members, 345. Led Zeppelin had 58 proper songs on those albums, plus 1 song that never made the album was a 45. That's 59. You add that together and you got 404. 404. What can I do now? Okay, well, in 1993, they released the studio albums, a compilation of all the studio albums, and that came out in 93. You had 93 to 404. What do you got? Well, you're missing 3, right? Well, you add the original 3 members that are still with us. You got 500, Steve. 500 using Led Zeppelin. Now let's get into my rating. These don't have to be in your favorite order. You can make them your favorites. You can disagree with me, which is what it's all about, man. So I have a Coke and I smile. 8 albums. Right now I'd have to say Presence. And this is an OG copy of Presence. Would probably be my least favorite. And this goes back and forth between 7 and 8. This is Into the Outdoor. I love the song All of My Love. I think it's a great song. At one time, I wanted to collect all the versions of this album cover. And a friend of mine who lives in Bogota, Colombia has. And she's put them all together. And I've never seen it in person. She just told me about it. A friend of mine was, anyway. That's at number 7. At number 6, Houses of the Holy. It's a good album, man. And, there are times I didn't like it because it's so different than, my favorites by them. But I really dig Houses of the Holy. At number 5, Physical Graffiti. This would probably be my sister's. I shouldn't speak for her, but I remember she had this album 50 years ago, probably. It's a Walmart reissue. Shame on me, I bought Walmart. I don't have to tell you anything about this album. Physical Graffiti, it's a lot of people's favorite album by them, and I can see that. And when I listen to it, it's such a solid album, but it's so different than my favorite Led Zeppelin albums. We're at number 4. I'm going with Led Zeppelin 4. We won't talk about Stairway to Heaven. I love Black Dog. This was the first Led Zeppelin album I got when I was 13 years old. I got it for Christmas from my sister. She got me Led Zeppelin. My final 3. Coming at 3, which could be number 2, because it is Led Zeppelin 2. Right now, I'd have to say this is my 3rd favorite Led Zeppelin album. Whole Lot of Love is all you got to say. The thank you song, the entire album. And I like the thank you song. I think it's badass. Number 2, Led Zeppelin 1. Communication breakdown. Everything on this album is solid. I was 3 when this came out. I would have loved to have been a teenager hearing this for the first time in 1969. It must have been like... And as of right now, my favorite Led Zeppelin album is Led Zeppelin 3. I think our buddy, the Vinyl Policeman, picked this as well. He's got a great channel. If you don't know the Vinyl Policeman, check him out. I just really, really dig this album. It's different than the first 2. It's solid. It's my favorite. Feel free to make it your favorite. This was a contest for Steve at All the World is a Stage. Please check him out. Help him get to 5,000 subs where he belongs. Peace. I hope everyone's having a good whatever you're having. I got some Twizzlers. I always got Twizzlers for my friends and family, so help yourself, guys. I think there may be some adult beverages back in the refrigerator. Peace. Do what you do.